Mai Shri Gurave Namaha Bhagavad Gita Parayanam Ki Jai Shri Sanjaya Uvacha Tam Tata Kripaya Vishtam Ashrupurna Kulekshanam Vishidantam Idam Vakyam Uvacha Madhusudana Sanjaya Uvacha Tam Tata Kripaya Vishtam Ashrupurna Kulekshanam Vishidantam Idam Vakyam Uvacha Madhusudana Shri Bhagavan Vacha Kutastva Kashmalam Idam Vishame Samupastitam Anarya Dushtam Asvargyam Akirtikaram Arjuna Klaibyam Asmagama Partha Naitatvaya Upapadyate Kshudram Hrudaya Daurbhalyam Tyaktva Uttishta Parantapa. This Hrudaya Daurbhalya we have to give up, which is basically born out of Karpanya Buddhi, means very small vision of the world. Arjuna uvacha katam bhishmam aham sankhe dronam cha madhusudana ishubhi pratiyochyami pujarhau arisudana gurun ahatvahi mahanubhavan shreyo bhoktum bhaiksham apiha loke hatvarta kamamstu guruni haiva bunjiya bhogan rudira pratigdan na chaitat vidma kataranna garyo yadva jayema यदि वा न जयेयो यन्येव हत्वा न जिजीव शामस्ते अवस्थिता प्रमुखे दार्तराष्ट्राः कार्पण्यदोषोपहत स्वभाव पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेतः यच्छ्रेय निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं जातिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्. Here Arjuna is surrendering. This 2.7, chapter 2, text 7 is most important because Arjuna is ending all the friendly dealings with Sri Krishna and starting to behave like a disciple. If you see here, Shishyasteham, please instruct me, I'm confused. So that is where you need a spiritual master, and one has to surrender to a spiritual master like Arjuna to get the Atma Jnana. Okay? And then he's saying that nothing will take away this grief I'm facing. Nahi prapashyami mamapunadyat yachokam uchchoshanam indriyanam अवाप्य भूमा वसपत्नम वृद्धम राज्यम सुराणाम विचाधिपत्यम संजय वाश एवं उक्त्वा ऋषिकेशम गुडाकेश परंतपा नयोत्स्य इति गो. नायोत्स्य means I will not fight Govinda. I will not fight. Nayotsya, see here, nayotsya iti govindam. So uktva tushtim bhavu. He fell silent and he dropped his bow and he said, हम नहीं fight करेंगे. Tam vacha ऋषिकेश Prahasanniva Bharata, but the Lord is always smiling, Prahasan. Always there is a mandahasa in his face. Senayor Bhayor Madhya Vishidantam Midam Vachaha. Seeing the Arjuna in Vishada. Vishada means his consciousness has sunk. When you are sunk, you freeze the action. That is called Vishada, when you are sunk in your consciousness. That you don't have any direction, you don't have clarity, you are disappointed, you are having misery, then your consciousness gets sunk. Shad means Vishidantam idam vachaha. What did he say, Bhagavan? He says, first one he's saying is Ashocyan anvashochastvam pragnavadamscha bhashase. Hey Arjuna, you are worrying about things which are not to be worried. Like we keep worrying about so many things, right? It's not necessary. So because nowadays we are bombarded with news channels from all over the world, and we start worrying about some other countries' issues, some other country pandemic, and then we are constantly in worry because we're bombarded by news. We should shut off all these notifications of the news channel and focus on Atma Tattvam and protection of the Sri Krishna. Pragnavadamscha bhasha. You're speaking as though you're very Pragnavada means very expert, like a philosopher you're speaking, but actually you're worrying about unnecessary things. Gatasun agadasun anusochandi pandita. Because life is always there. This death is a virtual concept. A Pandita is not worried about that, right? Natvevaham jatunasam natvam neme janadipa na chaivana bhavishyama sarve vayam ataparam. All of us are eternal here. You, me, and all the kings in the battlefield. All are sarve vayam ataparam. We all exist forever. Dehi no sminyata dehe kumaram yavanam jara tata dehantara prapti dhiras tatram. Dhira means a very strong person, a very educated person, philosophically mature person. He is never illusioned that body is changing. He is worried about the dehi, the person sitting inside the body is not undergoing the change, but the deha is undergoing the change from Kaumara, Yavana, Jara. Birth, youthful, your old age and death. This transformation is a natural transformation of the world. A Dhira is not worried about such a thing. Dhiras tatra namayati matras parshasta kaunteya. It's only a sensation. Sukha dukkha is like Shita Ushna. Like now you are having the summer months in North India and other places. So you'll feel heat, and then in the winter you feel cold. So the summer season is going to go away, winter is going to come, and there is some pleasurable months also like that. Sita Ushna, Sukha Dukkha is comparing. Even the Sukha Dukkha is like that. Sukha also will go away, Dukkha also will go away. They're temporary. So learn to tolerate and focus on the Atma inside. Agama Apayino. Agama Apayino, they come and they go. Agama Apayino, Anitya. Anitya means no situation stays forever. This world is called Jagat. It is constantly in movement. It's called Jagat. Tam Sthidikshasva Bharata. So learn to tolerate. If you learn to tolerate, if you see the Sukha Dukkha Sama, then you get Amrutatvaya. You will catch hold of the Amrita Tattva. Yamhina Vyatintyete. Purusham Purusharshaba. Sama Sukha Dukkham Dhiram. So Amrutatvaya Kalpate. Amrutatvaya. Do you want Amrutatvaya? Then don't worry about the changing scenarios in life. Treat the equilibrium. Focus on the soul. Focus on the bliss of the soul. Okay? Nasato vidyate bhavo. Nabhava vidyate sita ubhyorapi drishtontastva anayos tattvadarshibhi. Avinash tadvidyena sarvam. Idam tatam vinasham avyayasyas. Akaschit kartum arhati. Avinashi. Avinashi means jo andar hai, hamare inside us, the real me, there is no vinasha to that. There is no death. No nuclear bomb can destroy that element inside, with conscience, its soul. Please be confident on that. Believe in it. And also there is a super soul governing everything. Yena sarvam idam tatam. Vinasham, there is no vinasha to that. Vinasham avyasyasana kaschit kartum arhati. Antavanta ime. But the body has anta. The body has the end. Antavanta ime deha nityasya yukta sharirinaha. But sharir ke andar jo hai, inside the sharira is called sharirinaha. That is nitya. That is eternal. So no death is there. Anashino aprameyasya. Is Anashina, Aprame is immeasurable. He's a powerful soul. Tasma, no material instruments can measure my soul. Such a powerful, that is called Atma Vishwas. Atma Vishwas means is misinterpreted in the present day. Self-confidence means jisko courage वैसे नहीं है. आत्म के ऊपर विश्वास. मेरे अंदर मैं आत्म हूँ. उसका विश्वास जो है ना, that is called Atma Vishwas. तस्माद् युद्धस्य भारत. Come on, get up and fight. The goal is the action. The action will give you the happiness. Don't freeze your action for some confusion. Yayenam vetti hantaram yaschainam manyate hatam ubhautau na vijanito nayam hantina hanyate. The person can neither kill nor get killed. Right? Because the soul is eternal. So nobody cares. It's an illusion. Somebody thinks somebody is killing and somebody is getting killed is an illusion. Najayate mrite vakada chin. Najayate, there's no death, there's no birth, there's no death to the soul. Vakada at any time. Nayam bhutva bhavitavana bhuyaha. Ajanitya Shashvado. It is Nitya, it is Shashvata, I am Purana, it is most ancient. I and you, we are souls, we are most ancient. Purano. Nahanyate hanyamane sharire. It's a very important line. When the body is killed, you are not killed. Okay. Veda Avinashinam. You please understand, Arjuna. Veda Avinashinam Nityam. This Avinasha Tattva is there inside you. Enam Ajam Avyayam. It is unborn. It is also inexhaustible. It doesn't deteriorate. Kshar nahi hota, melt nahi hota. Budapa nahi hota Atma ka. It's called Avyayam. Khadam Sapurusha Partha. Kam Ghatayati Hantikam. Vasa. Just like you change the body, change the dress. You buy, whenever the shirt is old, you buy a new. Like that, you change the bodies. When the body is getting old, we buy a new body. We based on our karma, we get another body. But you can also be bodiless. No more bodily covering. By following Gita, you can get the spiritual body, which is ever youthful. Navayavanam cha. Okay? That is the goal. Vasamsi jirnani yata vihaya navani grihnati naroparani tata sharirani vihaya jirnani. When sharira becomes jirnani, jirna means it becomes old. Anyani samyati navani dehi. Navani de, another body, new body you take. Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavakana chainam kledyantapana shoshayati maruta. Maruta cannot, the wind cannot touch the soul. Apa, the water cannot wet it. And the fire cannot burn it. And nothing, no shastra, no weapon can chindanti pierce the Atma. There is the power of the Atma. Achedyoyam, adhayoyam, akledyo, ashoshevaja, nitya, sarvagata sthano, achaloyam, sanatanaha, Avyaktoyam achintyoyam avikharyam muchyate tasmadayam viditvoyam manusojit. Understand this property of the soul and don't worry about death. Fight the war. For a Kshatriya, that is very powerful opportunity, a duty. Your grandfather, even though you kill his body or you get killed, the real person doesn't get killed. The Atma lives forever. अतश्चैनं नित्यजातं नित्यं मामन्यसे मृदं तथापि त्वं महाबाहो नैनं शोचितुम अर्हसि जातस्य ही ध्रुवो मृत्यु जो पैदा होता है मृत्यु गारंटी है जातस्य ही ध्रुवो मृत्यु वन इज बॉर्न मृत्यु इज श्योर जातस्य ही ध्रुवो मृत्यु ध्रुवं जन्म मृतस्य च तस्मादपि आर्यर्थेन त्वं शोचितुम अर्हसि अव्यक्तादिनि भूत जो मरते हैं उसको पैदा डेफिनेटली होता है जो पैदा होता है उसको मृत्यु जातस्य ध्रुव मृत्यु ध्रुवम मृत्यु जन्म मृतस्य ध्रुवम जन्म मृतस्य राइट दिस अंडरस्टैंड इट्स अ नेचुरल लॉ ऑफ द प्रकृति सो व्हाट डू वरी व्यक्तादिनि भूतानि व्यक्तमध्यानि भरत अव्यक्तनिधनान्येव तत्र का परिदेव न आश्चर्यवत् पश्यति कश्चिदेनम् आश्चर्यवद् वदति तथैव चान्य आश्चर्यवच्चैन अन्यः शृणोति श्रुत्वाप्येनं वेदन चैव कश्चै देहि नित्यम् अवध्योऽयं देहे सर्वस्य भारत तस्मात् सर्वाणि भूतानि न त्वं शोचितुम् अर्हसि स्वधर्मम् अपि चावेक्ष्य स्वधर्म is very important. The activity which is interested to you as a Kshatriya is the warfare, so that you should not stop. Swadharmam api chavekshana vikampitum arhasi dharma yuddhat shreyo. For a Kshatriya, dharma, yuddha is a great dharma. That's an opportunity for warfare. It's a good opportunity. Dharmahadi yuddhat shreyo. Kshatriyasyana vidyate yadrichya chopapannam swargadvaram. Swargadvara will open for a Kshatriya, this fighting opportunity. Sukina Kshatriya bharta labante yuddham idrisham. It's a very sukha, it's a very great opportunity. अथच्छेत्वम् इमं धर्म्यं संग्रामं न करिष्यसि तत्स्वधर्मं कीर्तिं च हित्वा पापम् अवाप्स्यसि. Otherwise, if you give up this warfare, if you give up your swadharma now at this critical moment, you will get papa. So you should never give up the swadharma. अपने स्वधर्म को करना है, अपने कुल का जो कसब होता है करना है. आजकल tomorrow today people go here and there, they leave their original professions and go to some other Western professions and all, but you have to analyze your nature, your swadharma, and do it. Akirtim chapi bhutani kathashyanti avyayam sambhad akirtir maranadirichade bhayadranadu paratham mamsyante tvam maharata yesha chatam mahabha bahumato bhutva yasyasi laghavam. People will take you lightly if you run away from the battlefield. Avachyavadam, they will speak to you. वाच्यवादांश्च बहून् वदिष्यन्ति तवाहिता निन्दन्तस्तव सामर्थ्यं ततो दुःखतरं न किं हतो अप्राप्स्यसि स्वर्गं जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महिं तस्मादुत्थश्च तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृतनिश्चयः. If you are killed, you will get swarga. If you live, you will enjoy a great kingdom. So please get up and fight, Arjuna. Sukha dukkha same kritva. But see, the sukha and dukkha is same. Labha, alabha, profit and loss is same. Victory and defeat is same. Be equanimity, that will give you the tato yuddhai jisonayam, then you will not get the sin. If you are driven, this duality, what are the three kinds of duality? Happiness, distress, profit, loss, victory and defeat. These three pairs you should not get deviated, but go on doing your duty, then you will not get the sin. Eshate abhita sankhye buddhi yoga to imam shruno buddhi yuktaya. That's called buddhi yoga, beginning of buddhi yoga. Equanimity. Imam shruno buddhi yuktaya bharta karma bandham prayas. Neha vikramanashosti pratyavayana vidyate swalpam apyasya dharmasya trayate mahodo. By somebody does a little bit of dharma towards the Supreme, as said in Bhagavad Gita, it will save you the greatest danger of rebirth and all this. Okay? Or a low species body. You have to do this. Nehabhikramanashosti pratyavayana vidyate swalpam apyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat vyavasyatmika buddhir ekeha kurunandana bahushakahi anantascha buddhyo avyavasayinam yamimam pushpitam vacham pravadente avipaschitah vedavadaratah bharta न्यान्यादस्ति वादिना कामात्मन स्वर्गफल जन्म कर्म फल प्रदाम क्रिया विशेष भूलाम भोगैश्वर्य गतिम प्रति भोगैश्वर्य प्रसक्तानां तया भरत चेतसां व्यवस्यात्मिका बुद्धि समाधौ न विधीयते. If you're too much driven by bhoga and aishwarya, enjoyment and wealth, too much attracted, then this single-minded focus And the Atma, the experience of the Atma, the feel of the Atma will not come. Traigunya Vishayaveda Nistraigunya Bhavarjana Nirdvandvo Nitya Sattvasto Yoga Nitya Yoga Kshemam Niryoga Kshemam Atmavan Yavan Artha Udapane Sarvata Samplutodake Tavan Sarveshu Vedeshu Brahmanasya Vyanataha Karmanyeva Adhikaraste Ma Phaleshu Kadachana Ma Karma Phalahetur Burmate Sangostva Akarmani Yogasta Kuru Karmani Sangam Tektva Dhananjaya Siddhi Asiddhi Samobudva Siddhi Asiddhi victory or loss. This dualities you have to do the samatva. Then samatvam yoga. This yoga happens in equilibrium. When you're driven by the dualities, this side or that side, you cannot achieve yoga with the Supreme. That midpoint, when you're in equanimity, then only yoga happens. The love happens. The connection with the Supreme happens. The connection with the Atma happens. ऐसा है ना, रेडियो स्टेशन को ट्यून करते हैं कि ऐसे 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 इक्विलिब्रियम करते हैं, तो रेडियो लगता था पहले. आपको याद है रेडियो कब लगता था? तो ऐसे समत्वम योग उच्चते, ये इक्विलिब्रियम पॉइंट में आपको योगा होता है, बीच में. अब अगर सुख दुख में माइंड हिल रहा है ना, तो योग नहीं होता. दूरे नहीं अवरम कर्मा बुद्धि योगात् धनंजय बुद्धौ शरणम अन्विच्छ कृपण फल हेतव बुद्धि युक्त जहाति उभे सुकृते दुष्कृते तस्मात् योगाय युज्यस्व योग कर्मशु कौशलम कर्मशं बुद्धि युक्त ही फलम त्यक्त्वा मनीषिण जन्म बंध विनिर्मुक्ता पदम गच्छन्ति अनामयम्. Anamaya, amaya means disease or contaminated state is not there. We'll get the padam gachanti anamaya, where the disease is not there, where all this negativity is not. That kind of a padam will achieve by buddhi yoga. Phalam tektva, when you don't work for the results of this world, but you work only for the atma shreyas, then only phalam tektva manishna. Janma bandha, then only you'll overcome janma bandha and the bondage of birth, death. This chakra. चक्र से कैसे करेंगे भाई? इक्विलिब्रियम में रहो, इक्विलिब्रियम में रहो. जो ड्युअलिटी से उसमें हिलना मत. देन ओनली योगा मिला. मोहकलिलम बुद्धिर्व्यतिरिष्यति तागंथासि निर्वेदम श्रोतव्यस्य श्रुतस्य च श्रुति विप्रतिपन्ना ते सद्याद सासि निश्चल समाधौ अचला बुद्धिस्तदा योगम अवाप्स्यसि. अर्जुन उवाच. Now who is the Sthita Prajna? Sthita Prajna, equilibrium person who is not driven by the dualities, who is not swayed by the dualities, who is not carried away by the dualities. इधर उधर से इस तरफ खींच लिया सुख, उधर चला गया कॉन्शियसनेस, तो दुख खींच लिया उधर चला गया, इतना टाइम बर्बाद होता है. जीवन पूरा ड्युअलिटीज में बीच जाता. धुंधैर विमुक्तम. अर्जुन उवाच. स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाष समाधिस्तस्य केशवस्थितद्धि किं प्रभाषेत किम् आसीत व्रजेत किं. श्री भगवान उवाच. प्रजहाति यदा कामान् सर्वान् पार्थमनोविधान् आत्मन्येव आत्मनतुष्टः स प्रज्ञस्तदोच्छते दुःखेषु अनुद्विग्नमनसुखेषु विगतस्प्रवीतरागभयाक्रोध स्थितधीर्मुनिरुच्यते. यदा सर्वात्रि अनुविष्णुते तत्प्राप्य शुभाशुभं नाभिनन्दति न द्वेष्टि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. यदा संहरते चायं कूर्मो अङ्गनीव सर्व इन्द्रियाणि इन्द्रियर्थेभिस्तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठित. विषया विनिवर्तन्ते निरहारस्य देहिनः रसोवर्ज्यं रसोप्यस्य परं दृष्ट्वा निवर्तते. परं दृष्टं सुपीरियर टेस्ट, superior darshan, param drishta. Then param drishta, the remaining some taste will go away when you get the param drishta, the darshan of the aparoksha jnanam. Yatado yatagauntha purushasya paschita indriyani pramathini haranti prasabam manaha tani sarvani samyamya yukta asitamatparesh vashehi yasyendriyani tasya prajna pradishtita dhyayato vishyan pumsa संघास्ते सुपजायते संघात संजायते काम कामात् क्रोधो विजायते क्रोधोद्भवति सम्मोह सम्मोहात् स्मृति विभ्रम बुद्धिनाश बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति. So buddhi, when it is destroyed only, you will fall down completely. So you should guard your buddhi. Buddhi is very innermost. The infection spreads inside, it will go. And buddhinasha happens. So by the time you have to rectify yourself by hearing to the Gita shlokams, okay? रागद्वेषमुक्तैस्तु विषयान् इन्द्रियैश्चरन् आत्मवशेर् इति विधे आत्मा प्रसादम् अधिगच्छति. आत्मवशेर्, when you only control your senses, when you have all the senses by your vasha, then only prasadam adhigacchati. You cannot attain prasada of the Supreme Soul easily. You attempt to control the senses, your vidheyatma, you have succeeded. Prasada, by prasada only all dukkha will go. प्रसाद सर्वदुःखानां हानिरस्योपजायते प्रसन्नचेतसी आशु बुद्धि पर्यवतिष्ठते नास्ति बुद्धिर् अयुक्तस्य न च अयुक्तस्य भावना न च अभावितशान्ति अशान्तस्य कुतः सुखम् इन्द्रियाणां चलतां यन्मनो अनुविधीयते तदस्य हरति प्रज्ञां वायु नावम् इवाम्भसे तस्मात् यस्य महाभावनिगृहीत सर्वश इन्द्रियाणि इन्द्रियर्थेभिस्तस्य प्रज्ञप्रतिष्ठिता या निशा सर्वभूतानां यस्यां जागर्ति संयमी यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः आपूर्यमाणाम् अचलप्रतिष्ठं समुद्रम् आप प्रविशन्ति तद्वत् कामयं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तिम् आपनोति न कामकामी स शान्तिम् आपनोति. When it's peaceful, not trying to get agitated by the flow of the kama. Na kamakami. Shantim apnoti. Peacefully. Just observing in the bhava of the observer. So vihaya kamanya sarvan pumam charati nishpraha nirmamo nirhankara sa shantim adhigachati. Then I'm not doing, nothing is mine. Then the shanti will come. Yasha brahmi sthiti partanainam prapya hoiti stvasyam antakale brahma nirvanam rachati. You will get brahma nirvana. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.